Supermodel Heidi Klum will step off the runway to help discover the next it designer in the fashion world. Her new reality series, Project Runway, will put 12 amateur designers to the test as they sketch and sew their way through weekly challenges in hopes of making it big in the fashion industry. Heidi is, by the way, also the executive producer of the show and one of the judges as well. Hey, Heidi, happy holidays. Nice to see you.
You too.
How did this come up?
Actually, it was Harvey Weinstein. He called me from Miramax, and he asked me if I wanted to do a reality show with him. I don't really call it a reality show, just because it's kind of like a contest looking for someone who's really talented in fashion who wants to break into fashion.
How'd you find these people? I mean, there are 12 contestants on the show, but I understand 1,000 people tried to be on the show. Where'd they come from?
We went to Los Angeles, Miami, Chicago, and New York, and we did basically an open call, so people who, you know, wanted to go into the fashion world could participate.
Did they have to have any experience at all in designing?
Absolutely. I mean, there were some people that couldn't even sew on a button, and they brought like some crazy T-shirts that they kind of painted on or thrown together, and they weren't really that good, but there were some people that were really, really talented, so we had to narrow it down, and narrowed it down, and that was really hard. And then we had 12 people, and we put them on a show. Each week I give them a challenge. And sometimes they don't really have too much to do what you would think with fashion. You know, the first show is on tonight. I gave them $50 and have to go to a supermarket to find their fabrics. And that was really, really tricky. And they came up with some amazing stuff.
And I'm curious about that because they've got to actually use what they buy in the supermarket to design something. So
and they had 1 hour. And I said to them, I'm going to give you $50. You go to a great store where all big designers go to, you know, because they all go shopping for groceries. But I didn't tell them what it was going to be. And they had 1 hour, and they were like, oh my God. And so the pressure cooker was already on for them. They were like, I can't believe this. We thought we were going to go to some great fabric store. And
let's make sure people understand, these 12 contestants have to be able to do a lot of different things. They aren't just going to sit there with a sketch pad and then hand the sketch to someone and say, now make this.
They have to do everything.
Cut and sew and everything like that.
Yeah.
When it comes to judging, there's a panel of judges, and we've got some pretty impressive people. Michael Kors, Nina Garcia from Elle magazine, and you're there. Fashion is so personal. In other words, what you love, I might not love, or Nina might not love, or Michael. So how then do you all come together and decide who should continue?
For me, I look at them and I look at something. Is that something I could wear if I go to a big opening of something? Or, you know, I have so many events to go to. And I, you know, in 11 years of modeling, I've seen a few outfits. Michael Kors looks at it from a different point of view of something. Oh, did they copy that from a designer that was seen like 10 years ago, 6 years ago, so and so. A lot of people copy. So, you know, we have all these different people. Or Nina Garcia from Elle magazine, she looks at it and she's like, would I put that on the cover of my magazine? Is that something we could shoot? Would that fit in? Is it new? You know, these people have to be creative and come up with new things.
People have described the show to me as a kind of a cross between The Apprentice and American Idol. And so if you take that comparison, in the judging, who's the Simon character? I mean, who's the one who can be ruthless and honest with these people? Can you do that?
I think we all are. I think we all are, yeah. I mean, you know, I wanted to be nice to them, and, you know, I don't want to be, like, the really mean one. But sometimes, honestly, they came up with things that were ridiculous, and, you know, they had to go. But, you know, that's just the name of the game. In fashion, one day you're in, the next day you're out. One challenge, they were really good. The next challenge, they were bad, and they had to go.
And that's a good point. Do you think that based on this show, somebody can actually go on and succeed in the fashion world?
Oh, absolutely.
I guess like American Idol, just the name recognition from being part of the show will get them so far.
Yeah.
But then they have to do the rest on their own.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of my contestants, you know, they've been in their basement making things, and they didn't know anybody. They don't know who to call and how to go about it. So for them, it's a huge opportunity. The winner gets $100,000, a spread in Elle magazine, shot by Gilles Ben Simon. We're putting on a fashion show for them in February here in New York City, where all the designers go to, you know, Calvin Klein and everybody. So real critics are going to be sitting in, you know, the front row, and they're going to be writing about them, so they can see their reviews the next day and all that stuff. So it's really true to how it is in the fashion world.
And I should mention, you got your start in modeling by filling out a contest application, too, so I'm sure you can kind of identify with where they are right now.
No, it's a great opportunity for them.
Tell me about motherhood. Lainey is, what, 7 months old?
Almost, yeah.
And how's that going?
It's going great.
How do you juggle?
It's all about scheduling, really. I have the best partner on the planet you could have, you know, he's fabulous with her.
Does he have a name?
Yes, Seal, and he's
okay,
watching.
Good. Just want to make sure we're on the same page here.
Yes.
And so it's great.
It's the best.
And in addition, you've got a book coming out just in time for the holidays, Heidi Klum's Body of Knowledge, all kinds of tips for people, and from different people as well.
Yes, I had Donald Trump wrote an advice box for me, Jay Leno, Michael J. Fox, Tyra Banks, a lot of people helped me, and because I wanted to do a little bit of advice, not too hardcore, but kind of fun and easy to read. I didn't want to just do a picture book because I thought there were so many great stories that happened to me, and I'm really a go-getter, and I feel like a lot of people can maybe make more with their life if they want to.
But just before the guys out there panic, there are pictures in the book. And plenty of them. So I have a feeling a lot of guys are going to be buying this for the holidays saying, it's for my wife, really. Yeah. Heidi Klum, good to see you.
You too.
Good luck with the show, okay? And with the baby.
Thank you.
And you can catch the premiere of Project Runway on Bravo. That's tonight at 10, 9 Central Time. And up next, some of the hottest gifts for the season that will not send you to the poorhouse. But first, this is Today on NBC.